Hi friends, I'm Prairie Soaphouse and Apothecary. This is Erin Oberlander coming to you. I'm certified holistic aromatherapist, herbalist, and I help you to live a holistic lifestyle with ease. I'm doing a little bit of a series right now on gut health. Gut health is such a big topic right now because there's so much incredible research that's coming out about the gut microbiome and how diversity in our gut is so important to every aspect of our health. There's research coming out about the gut-brain connection and how when you have brain problems, you will have gut problems and vice versa. In fact, when you are born, actually when you're formed in the womb, I should say, your gut and your brain form from the same cell that divides, and that cell, as it becomes those two separate areas of your body, never really stops talking to itself as if it's one thing. So as far as your body is concerned, your gut and your brain are the same thing. There's a lot of research coming out about leaky gut and how leaky gut, which basically leaky gut is that your gut lining is about a cell thick, and there's little chinks in the armor that can happen, so to speak, when there are foreign invaders in the gut, when you have an imbalance of bacteria in your gut, if you have something that irritates it or a sickness, or maybe you have gluten intolerance. There's a lot of different reasons this can happen. It can also happen from brain injury, by the way, because your gut and your brain are so connected. Your brain tells your gut how fast to digest. If your brain is not working optimally, it doesn't have your gut to digest your food at the right speed and properly, and so that also can cause chinking in the armor of the gut, so to speak. So when that happens, the cells actually have a little breakage or a hole that happens between them, and that allows things to go from inside your GI tract to the outside, meaning into your intercellular fluid in your body. And this can cause inflammation. It can cause lots of other things like food intolerances. There's lots of information coming out about food intolerances, autoimmune, brain issues, all different types of things related to metabolic issues that all really go back to gut health. So I'm working on healing my gut as a result of an undiagnosed brain injury that I just found out about last year that had been going on for about 15 years. And the fact that my gut was so disrupted by this brain injury has led to a lot of these similar things for me. So I'm learning a lot about how to heal the gut. I've known a lot about it for a long time. I've known about this research for a long time, but I just haven't always consistently applied the information. I was so focused on how to remove things that were bad for my gut, but wasn't always so focused on, now what do I add in to help my gut? So yesterday I did a video on some gut health stuff having to do with doing your own fermentation, something like a sauerkraut, and today I'm going to show you how to make some berry gelatins that are awesome, that are great for a quick snack. But anything pertaining to bone broth, gelatin, collagen, these three materials help to soothe the lining of the GI tract and kind of help to reline it so that there's an added layer of protection there, so that as that GI tract lining heals, there's a little bit of a buffer, so that it actually has a chance to do that, so that those cells are protected. So today I have cooked down probably about 2 cups of frozen fruit that I had in the freezer. This happens to be strawberries. To that I added about 1 part water and 1 part lime juice. You could also use lemon juice if you wanted. I was just in the mood for a strawberry lime sort of flavor profile. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to my blender along with some gelatin. This happens to be the brand that I've been using. I know that there are a lot of other good ones out there. For this amount that I'm going to use, I'm going to use about 1/3 of a cup twice because I have such a large amount of volume into a blender bottle and then just blend it up. And you can also add, spices, things that are flavorings, things that are healthy for that. Cinnamon is actually something that's very anti-inflammatory, believe it or not. Cinnamon's a hot spice, but it's actually anti-inflammatory and can be really helpful for gut issues, for keeping bad bacteria at bay and helping those good bacteria to get ahead. So I'm going to sprinkle a little of this in there. And this is so easy, you guys. I've seen people make these for years, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. And it took me 10 minutes. One thing you do need to have is these flexible molds. You can get these on Amazon or any kitchen supply sort of place. Really slick to use, very easy to clean up also, which I really like. I like to keep things simple and straightforward. So I'm gonna pour some of my and this can be messy, some of my strawberry mixture into the blender bottle, and then I'm gonna measure out. By the way, it's very important that you have goose measuring cups. It's not really. But we have geese here on our farm. They're our watchdogs, actually, for the farm. They're a lot of fun. I love their bad attitudes. I happen to like birds with bad attitudes. So then we're going to take that mixture. It's already got the spices in it, and I've allowed it to cool, by the way. You don't want to take this straight from your stovetop after cooking it down for a few minutes and go straight into this, because if it happens to come loose or whatever, you can really burn yourself. So let it cool a bit. Into the blender. It gets really pretty. It's kind of fun. And then after you've blended it, it'll be real foamy. And if it's not going to pour easily from your blender bottle, you can actually just get like a small measuring cup or pitcher, something like that. But you're just going to pour a small amount into each of those molds and allow them to set on your countertop until they set up for a little bit. Or if you have space in your fridge, you could actually put this whole thing straight into your fridge and allow it to cool in there. And then once they've set, you're going to want to pop them out of there and put them into another. I like to only use glass containers. I try to minimize my plastic exposure as much as possible. So I put them in a glass container with a top on it, and then these are really great things to grab, like 3 or 4 of them when you need a quick snack. It's really important to be getting not just protein throughout the day to stoke your metabolic fire, but to have materials in your GI tract at all times that are soothing and are helping to rebuild the gut as you're working on healing that, or even if you're just working on maintaining your gut health, having these things in your diet on a regular basis can really help. Now, this is not a complete protein. You cannot just eat gelatin and collagen and have that be your only protein and get everything that you need. It doesn't have all the amino acid profile that, say, a really well formulated protein shake or any other form of meat would have, where you're going to get that complete amino acid profile. And that's really important because it's hard to build lean muscle without a complete amino acid profile in place. So this is not something that you're going to use as a meal replacement per se, but it's something that you can use 1 or 2 times a day as a snack, and it's really a very convenient thing to grab and go as well, which that's always beneficial when you're living a very busy life, as all of us lead. So hopefully that was helpful to you. If it was, I would ask you to help to share this message by sharing this video. Please like and subscribe as well. And if you're interested in learning more details about how you can live a more natural, holistic life in harmony with nature to find your own innate purpose and get back in touch with your intuition, I want to encourage you to go over to intuitiveseason.com. The link is below this video, and get yourself enrolled in the Intuitive and Seasonal Living Academy, where you can learn to do just that. I will see you next time, and enjoy your berry gummies.